What's happening, y'all? Um, I'm D, and you're at Divination with D, and I'm going to give you guys another proverb. This one is from chapter 2, and it is verse 11. I'm going to kind of go into a couple other things because I got some notes here as well. So, Proverbs chapter 2, 9 says, "Discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee." All right, this may not seem like anything, but when you get into it, it's like understanding what knowledge and wisdom is, and coupled with understanding. Okay, so all right, this is basically part of a larger promise of Proverbs 2, 9 through 15, which we'll get into, about the power, that the protection power of the, can I speak? About protective power of wisdom. Okay, it shows how wisdom functions as a defense system in your life if you understand it. Okay, so we have discretion. Can mean, for Hebrew, can mean prudence, planning, thoughtfulness, sound judgment, the ability to make wise decisions and discern the right course of action. Thinking ahead about consequences before acting. And not everybody does that, because when you become hot-headed, most people don't take the time to just stop, breathe, and pause. Just give themselves a moment before acting on something. Knowing what to say, when to say it, and when to stay silent. There is virtue in being quiet and shutting your mouth. Okay? The part of will protect you, this is Hebrew shamar, to guard, watch over, keep, and preserve, like a bodyguard for a watchman standing guard. Okay? Active, ongoing protection, not just a one-time rescue. This is continuous. All right? Shield you from making foolish choices that lead to harm. A lot of people need to practice this. I feel like this is almost kind of like what I feel like I'm doing in my present situation. Recognizing truth from lies, wisdom from folly, right from wrong, the ability to perceive consequences and connections that others miss. Okay, will guard you. The part on saying that it will guard you, shall keep thee. Okay, so it's to watch over, guard, preserve, and keep, similar to protect, but with a nuance of keeping and maintaining something that's valuable, like a fortress wall or a vigilant sentinel. Prevents harm from entering your life. The context of Proverbs 2 is to understand the verse fully. There's like going into the other, so looking at verses 1 through 8, the conditions. If you seek wisdom like a treasure, 1 through 4, then you'll understand the fear of the Lord, verse 5. Because the Lord gives wisdom, verse 6. So verse 9 to 11 is the results, what wisdom does for you. Okay? And I'm going to say even your higher self, okay? Because not everybody just believes differently. So take this and make it fit for how it works for you, all right? Um, so you have righteousness and justice, that's spoken of in verse 9. Uh, Wisdom enters your heart, that's in verse 10. Discretion and understanding to protect you, that's in verse 11, which we just went over. Verses 12 through 19 goes into the specific dangers that wisdom protects you from. Okay, so you have wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, which I have my own thoughts with that. Okay, but feeling like I'm dealing with some things. Verses 16, wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, and I'm even going to say man, someone that may tempt you into doing something that you know you should not do. What discretion and understanding protect you from? So based on verses 12 to 19, those qualities guard you against wicked company. 12 through 15, people who speak perverse things, so that's like a lot of gossip and harm towards people. Those who leave straight paths for dark ways, so you once were doing things good and now you're just completely going over to the dark side. People who delight in doing wrong, and there are people that are like that, okay? Paths that lead to death, relationships that destroy your life, poor decisions in general, career mistakes, financial foolishness, relationship disasters, moral compromises, just really saving you from a lot of folly. Okay, so how discretion and understanding protect you by helping you recognize danger before you're trapped. And y'all know this when you get that feeling inside um, that there's something that you shouldn't be doing. You may not even fully understand the feeling that you get, but just following that, that's that small voice. That's your intuition. That's your higher self telling you, don't do this. You see red flags that others miss. And you don't have to say something about it all the time because sometimes people may not agree or see what you see. It's for you, okay? You understand where certain paths lead. You aren't naive or easily deceived. And by giving you wisdom to say no, okay, wisdom will do that for you. You can resist temptation because you see through it. So you're not easily fooled. It's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, because I should have learned the first time. All right. You have the judgment to walk away from bad situations. You're not swayed by peer pressure or smooth talk. Like you really, really recognize it because you've gone through this. All right. By guiding you toward what is truly good, you end up making choices that build rather than destroy. You invest in what has lasting value. And this is kind of like where, not everybody gets this. So you can't say that wisdom comes with age because there's some stupid ass old people that have done the same stupid ass shit over and over and over again all through their life. They have not learned. And they wonder, why do I keep on ending up in the same position? Because you keep on doing the same thing. You keep running on the same fucking wheel. Get off the damn wheel. Okay? By creating internal boundaries. Okay, so your values and convictions act as guardrails. It's like when you gain that wisdom, it's the difference between not having your ball roll in the gutter when you're bowling, versus putting those guardrails up and utilizing the boundaries that can help you to get the strike, to get more pins down. You know what I'm saying? Use them if you need to. This is one of those things where wisdom will do that for you if you allow it, if you are willing to open up your eyes and learn the lesson. So your character becomes your defense system. People begin to know you by your character what you will tolerate, what you won't. You develop instincts that keep you safe. All right. Biblical parallels are Psalm 32, verse 8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. I'm very congested right now. I'm sorry. Y'all could probably hear it like in my nose. Proverbs also 4 and 6 says, do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. And Proverbs 6:22 says, speaking of parents teaching, when you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm dealing with a little bit of a head cold because it has been cold down here. And when I take a shower and get washed up, even though I'm dressed and I come down here, my pores are still open, so I ended up getting a bit of a head cold. Okay. Look at this. Alright, so the practical application is that you will develop discretion through practice. You have to practice what it is that you have received. That's the way that it works for you. Think before acting, consider the consequences, seek counseling from wise people, not people who do the same bullshit that you have done and end up in fucked up situations. Don't get counsel from them. They don't know any better. And they're going to mislead you. Learn from others' mistakes. This was one of those things where I think my brother ended up learning a lot when it came to things that I did. He didn't do the same things that I did. And so he learned from a lot of the mistakes that I made for the short time that we lived together as teenagers. Cultivate understanding through study. Okay. Observe life carefully. You can read the scriptures. You can ask questions. Reflect on experiences. This is one of those things where you really get into doing a shadow work in your life, where you look back on situations that you've been through and fully look at the whole situation. Look at the part that you played. What did you do? What things did you miss that you should have, caught, so that if those situations come up again, and most likely they will, maybe not exactly the same, but in a different way, you'll catch it this time, and you'll see it, you'll understand it, you'll know how to maneuver differently. Recognize wisdom as protection and not restriction. This is something for young people. A lot of people, when they're young, they feel like they're being held back from being able to live their life and do what they want to do because of boundaries that are being set there for them, but it's for their protection so that they don't get caught up in fucked up situations that they end up regretting because they are not taking the time to see the consequences of their actions, the long-term effect of what will end up happening to them if they go down a certain path. Invest in wisdom, okay, now. Don't wait until you're in danger to seek wisdom. That's like needing a flashlight, not getting a flashlight, thinking that you'll never need one. And then when the power goes out, you're lost and you don't have any candles or anything to, have for a light. And now you're needing it, and now you're trying to go out and seek it, but you should have got it beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So don't wait until you're in danger to seek wisdom. Build your defenses before the attack comes. You always want to stay ready. Okay? Prevention is easier than recovery. And I can definitely attest to that. My hair is just, I don't know. Trust the process. So wisdom protects even when you don't see immediate threat. All right. Your discretion may save you from dangers that you never knew existed. Understanding guards you from mistakes you never even considered making. So basically, it's looking at it as a promise. Okay, the verse offers incredible hope. When you have wisdom, you have protection. You don't have to live paranoid or afraid, constantly worried about making wrong choices. When discretion and understanding are part of your character, they work like an immune system, automatically protecting you from threats without you even being consciously aware of them. So the bottom line is that discretion and understanding aren't just nice qualities. They're your security system. Okay? Everybody would like to have something like that, especially when you know that you got decent things. This is the reason why we lock our doors at night. It's our security system. Some people get alarms and stuff like that because you're wise. You're trying to use that system to protect you from things, okay, from dangers. They stand guard over your life, protecting you from bad decisions that could ruin your future, relationships that could ruin you, temptations that look good but are deadly. All right, situations that would compromise your integrity. So again, Proverbs 2:11, discretion will protect you and understanding will guard you. And this is if you choose to use it. Okay? So I know, excuse me, y'all, my situation here that I'm dealing with. And y'all know that I've been in this position for a minute, being homeless. And I say that air quotes because it's not like I'm on the street. I have somewhere to rest my head every night, but I'm also moving in silence, doing the things that I need to do for myself to assure that I will be okay at the end of the day. And I definitely will be. My time here is winding up, and I have been feeling it for a while. And as y'all know, when everything kind of came to a head, I was already on top of things. I was not just sitting around, even though it may have seemed like it to the person that I'm staying with. I was putting things in place with getting my credit straightened up, with putting my time in at work, with looking for places that I felt I would be able to qualify for, that I would be able to meet the rent requirements for, moving in silence, not saying anything, and basically not saying anything because the person would never come to me and ask me anything. The only way that they ever knew anything was because I would always go to them to have conversations. Outside of that, they never would come to me to talk to me, to ask or inquire anything of me until they got to the point where they were tired of me being here. And even that conversation came through me sending a text message to them first. Then they ended up really voicing the way that they felt, which is something that I already was feeling. I already knew that they were feeling tired of the arrangement, even though before I got here, I was told that, I would be given a decent amount of time, would not have to worry about paying anything or giving anything for rent, and that turned out to not be the case. And so it's like, you really can't always take people at face value when they say something to you. You still have to move wisely. And I used discretion, and I did what I needed to do. And now I'm about to reap the benefits of the work that I have done. I'm so excited and I'm so happy because I know that this person may have a hard time giving me a time frame on when I need to leave, but I've already made the arrangements to do what I need to do, and it's not going to be long before you guys are going to see me in my own place. So use wisdom. It will protect you. Do what you need to do. And not for nothing, even over the course of this weekend, there's been things that I feel are not exactly normal. Like the way that I've been feeling the energy shifting here. I was thinking that today was Saturday and not Sunday, but I noticed that he did not come home last night. So I don't know who he stayed with overnight. Family, whatever. I believe it was probably family. He went out of town. I don't know what he needed to do, but did not come home yesterday. And for whatever reason, his daughter was up and down these steps more than normal, doing things, doing wash or whatever. But the thing is, I didn't see her moving any clothes. So I don't know. I see things and I'm just like, y'all think I'm missing stuff? I don't know. My eyebrows be looking off anyway. I just feel like, you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. And when you feel that things are off, you need to move, do things. And so it's one of those situations where I'm not allowing my left hand to know what my right hand is doing. And I used to hear that coming up. My grandmother, don't let your, or how she would say, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Whatever, one of those. And as a kid, I didn't understand it. And it's basically like, you can't tell everybody a business and let everybody know what you're doing because it may not benefit you. Sometimes you really do need to move in silence and do what you need to do because I think that you don't know who has good intentions for you and who doesn't. So this is just one of those situations where when you use discretion, it can help you. So I hope somebody gets something from this. Proverbs 2:11, using discretion, how it will protect you. Check it out. Till next time, y'all. I'm D. You're at Divination with D. Thank you for coming to my channel and watching my video. Until the next time, y'all know, be well.